Bullet journaling was created by writer Carroll. And basically, he wanted to create a flexible system, an analog system that he could use to stay organized. And it took him quite some time to do this. Writer created this system called bullet journaling that tracks the past, organizes the present, and lets you plan for the future. The main thing that I love about it is that it allows you to be flexible. I've had a number of different planners and different tablets that I've purchased like these from Michaels. These, fitness, daily, and projects, which I still never used. I even purchased this Make It Happen planner, which cost me probably about $40. It's along the lines of the Erin Condren type planners, and it's kind of flexible, but I just really couldn't stick with it. I found that I just dropped off very early on in the beginning. And then I've even purchased regular daily planners like this one that I got from Target. And I would start in them, like I said, and be doing pretty good and then just drop off. So that's why I decided to start bullet journaling, because I like the fact that they said it was so flexible. Everyone definitely uses the Leuchtturm 1917 journals, and this one I got from Barnes & Noble. I am a Barnes & Noble member, so I think it's like a 10 or 20% discount, something like that. So this book was $24.95, so I got 10% or whatever it was off of it. This is the actual Leuchtturm bullet journal, and when I say that, there are other Leuchtturm 1917 journals, but they're not the bullet journal. This one actually, and I don't know if you can see it, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit, because it's black, so you might not be able to see it. But right here, it says bullet journal. And if you look on the label here, it says bullet journal. And it actually gives you the bullet journal guide, 3 page markers, and then the pages are paginated, which means they're numbered. You can budget and get started bullet journaling. You don't have to spend $25 on the Leuchtturm unless that's what you want to do. Now, I do have another Leuchtturm that I'll show you, and we'll come back to the Artist Loft. This is the one that I actually started in, the 1917. This one was $19.99 because it's not the bullet journal. So this one was only $19.99, but it is a Leuchtturm, and actually my husband bought this for me. So this is the one I'm going to be starting in, and as you can see, I've already taken their sticker and put that on there, but I'll walk you through both of the journals. But getting back to the Artist Loft journal, and let's walk through that one real quick. So the Artist Loft journal is $5. It's Michael's brand. It has the elastic. It's 249 pages. It's 6 inches by 8 inches. It does have the dotted pages right here. But the downside to this one, and let me zoom out, is that it's not numbered. So these pages aren't numbered, so you do have to number them. But when you think about the difference in $5 and $20, so there you can see that corner, it's not numbered, that's a big difference. So I also, like I said, purchased the actual Leuchtturm bullet journal, and I want to show you that one. We just looked at the Artist Loft. This is the actual Leuchtturm bullet journal, and it literally on the front says bullet journal. This is the one that I told you that I did purchase from Barnes & Noble for $24.95. So it has the elastic, and the difference with this Leuchtturm as opposed to this Leuchtturm that I showed you, because it's the actual bullet journal, it comes with this actual key, so you don't have to draw in or create your own key, and it actually lays out the symbols that writer Carroll set up to use with the bullet journal. Then it actually has your name and contact information right here. So you have your thank you note right here, and then you have the little sales manual or whatever you want to call it right here. So that's what comes in the journal. Then as you go in further, you've got your dotted pages. So you could see your dotted pages right here. And here's the actual page numbers. So you actually have page numbers in the Leuchtturm. You don't have to actually number the pages. And with this Leuchtturm bullet journal, you actually have 3 page markers. So if you look right here, you have 1, 2, 3 page markers instead of 2. Then as you go to the back, they actually give you the bulletjournal.com page. So if you look right there, you can actually go to bulletjournal.com right here, and you can see the different bullet journal setups. Writer Carol takes you through setting up the bullet journal and how he came up with the actual journaling process. And they give you these stickers. So these stickers are what you saw on mine. So you can like put your name, or you can put the to and from time that you're using the journal, and this one's blank, so you could actually create your own. So it just depends on what you want to do with that. So the Leuchtturm has this pocket, so you can put stuff in there. So these little stickers right here, you could very well put these in the pocket right here and keep them safe so you don't lose them. So that's the actual Leuchtturm bullet journal itself that you can see. Now, with the regular Leuchtturm, the only difference is that it doesn't have the key. And this one you'll see I started, and I'll do another video to kind of walk you through a flip through of my journal, but you can see I started it. So it just doesn't have the key, and it doesn't set up in specifically the exact same way that the Leuchtturm bullet journal does. So the other thing that I did in my research is looking at the tools. What did I need to get started bullet journaling other than a notebook? And I went out, we have an outlet near us, one of the prime outlets, and I went to Kiplinger because I know that you needed to get different pens and you may want markers. You don't need these things to start. Let me start out saying that. You don't have to buy all these things to start. This is what I wanted to do, and if you're on a budget, it's totally not necessary. All you need literally is a journal and a pen, and it does not have to be any of the pens that I am talking about here. This is how I'm starting mine. So again, I went to the outlet and went to Kiplinger because I have pens on a desk in my office or my study area that I'm in, but I wanted to have something separate for my bullet journaling. I went to the outlets to Kiplinger, and this was like 21 bucks, 22 bucks. It was regular $40. It was right after Thanksgiving, and they were having a sale. And I love Kiplinger because they always have these little monkeys on the side of everything that they have. So I love them. So let me show you. I actually saw these also on other YouTubers' pages, and these are the things that I've purchased most recently to get going with my bullet journaling since I realized it was something I was going to want to do. So these right here are just Staedtler fine liners that I purchased from Target, and if I'm correct, I think I paid 11 bucks for 10 of them, and they do come in a little case that kind of tilts and you can actually sit it up. These are the jelly roll pens, which are really cool. I kind of wrote with them a little bit. I got them for like $1.99 at Michael's, and I'll put all this information below so that you can see where I got things from, and I'll try to get links and share the information with the coupons. But I got these from Michael's. One is actually gold and one is silver. So this is a silver one right here. And this is what I like about this Kiplinger case. It's the 100 pen case, I believe. It holds like 100 pens or something like that. But then this is the gold one, and this is a Jelly Roll by Sakura. And these are really popular, and I can see why, because they write really well and they give a good color. This is another pen that I got from Michael's. This is the Signo Uniball pen right here, and it's white. And the reason I got this is because another YouTuber, her name is Amanda Rach Lee, who's super awesome. I'll give you her link. She's amazing, and I watch her all the time. She was saying how she uses this for her errors, and it does work well for errors. So that's why I bought that. Now, with the actual pens that I use, and I don't have them all in here, but I'll see if I can find them in a moment. I actually started out with the Micron pens right here. So I was not too fond of these. I kept this one in. It's black, and the reason I'm not fond of these is that some of the ones that I bought, they bled through, which I think it has to do with the Leuchtturm pages, but it bled through. But this one I kept. It's a 01. Yeah, it's an 01, as you can see right there. So I kept this one, and this is the Pigma Micron pen. So this is one that I kept in, but the ones that are my favorite that I'm loving so far are the Faber Castell. So a lot of the stuff And let me say this, a lot of the stuff that you're seeing, I got it discounted, or I went somewhere where they gave like a 40% off regular price coupon. So these were, I think, $14 or $15 for 4 of them. And these are the Faber Castell pens, which I love. And the reason I wanted to get these is because there were 4 in a pack. And it came actually with a small tip right here. It came with a medium, it comes with a fine tip, and then a brush. So it had all 4 of them. These are the pens that I mostly use when I'm creating my journal and doing my pages and my lines and things like that in black. I don't really use the Staedtler that much, but I do like them. I do like them. They don't bleed through a whole lot unless you're like really going over, I notice. And the Faber-Castell don't bleed through a lot. So I also keep, these are just old pencils that I had at my house that I keep, and just for me to trace things and then go over them once I know what I want to do. So that's all these are. Now, this whole set of zebra mile liners, I think they're called, and I apologize. Yeah, zebra mile liners. They're like highlighter type markers is what they are. And this whole pack I got from Amazon for like $23. And it comes with all of these right here. And I think it's a total of, let me see, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. It's like 15. There are 15 different colors here. And I love these. They're not too harsh on the paper. They don't bleed through, but I really like them. And the cool thing is you have this part of the pen, and then you have this part. So you can see it's a fine tip here and then a wide tip on the other end. So you can use it both ways. Then what came with it as a bonus, which I thought was cool, were these Pilot Friction highlighters, which they are so amazing. And it came with all 6 of these right here. This was all $23, all 6 of these. And these are the Pilot Friction. And as you can see, it's got the the wide tip right here. And I'm sorry, see if I can get that in focus for you. So it's got the wide tip right here. Well, and then it also came with this little pack. It says Sakura Dreams, and it's like little Post-its that you can also like use in your journal. So I thought that was pretty neat. In order to win these basic bullet journaling items, all you have to do is like this video and subscribe to my channel, How to Live with Bridget, and then like us on Instagram. You do need to be in the US to win, and we'll ship this to you. And it's going to include a Blum eraser, a Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen, a .01, and then the Artist Loft dotted journal, and then a Westcott ruler for you to start bullet journaling in 2018.